And welcome back to the Shit Behind the Show. Before I get started, just want to thank you all for liking, subscribing, rating, following me, and going along my journey with me so I can help you with yours. I have been doing this for almost 5 years and I love it so much, and I really appreciate all of you who have supported me along the way. Please go subscribe on YouTube, Tan and Blonde, where I post a lot of all of these episodes for my podcast, plus some extra videos every day, actually. I am on TikTok as Tan and Blonde. The Shit Behind the Show, I go live a lot. Come and say hello. Made lots of awesome new friends. I have such a great lineup coming. I'm so excited about some of my guests. I've also had David Roman back on, so stay tuned for some of those episodes. Go find me on Instagram, The Shit Behind the Show, and Facebook, The Shit Behind the Show. And just so you know, some people will request me on my personal Facebook page that are trying to get to my podcast page. I will not accept that because of the stuff the content that I put on Facebook. So go follow me on the Shit Behind the Show Facebook. I do interact with people on there, and I post a lot of my videos on there, so as well as YouTube links. So this week we have been discussing boundaries. Do you like how I say that we, as if I've got friends and I'm all alone right here? Yeah, I know. It's a talent, guys, to learn to talk to yourself. One of my guests that's coming up next week, she's like, I'm super nervous. She's on social media all the time. I freaking love her. I cannot wait. So glad I met her. But she was like, I'm so nervous. And I'm like, honey, I talk to myself. At least you'll have me to talk to. I'm talking about nervous. Hello. I'm used to it now. Anyway, squirrel moment. I've been talking about boundaries, and part of learning how to set healthy boundaries and respect others' boundaries is recognizing where you lack boundaries. I really, really hope a lot of people listen to this and go watch me on YouTube, because I feel like setting healthy boundaries is so crucial in relationships, especially for those of us that have been divorced and are seasoned like me. It's very important that we share those types of things that may be triggering in relationships, experiences that we've had in the past that maybe didn't serve us and were reasons that our relationships didn't make it. And it helps us navigate newer relationships and, in my opinion, eliminate some of the drama, which is a great segue into signs that you lack boundaries. If you're in a relationship, and this is any kind of relationship, where you tend to feel like it's full of drama and very difficult to get along, to communicate, that is an indication that you probably don't have boundaries in place. If decision making is challenging, I discussed this, a couple days ago, where you lean on the other person to make decisions because you just can't. I'm so guilty of this. It is so hard for me to just say, okay, yeah, this is what I want to do. Unless it's, of course, my idea. But most of the time, I'm just very easygoing. But maybe I lack boundaries. I don't know. You hate letting people down. If you hate letting people down, this comes with being secure with who you are and doing the work on yourself and that inner child work. If you are so afraid of confrontation and letting people down, I would suggest you seek therapy and read the book, There's a Hole in My Love Cup. I've been reading that. It's by Sven Erlandson. He's also on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. He has a podcast that I absolutely love. I listen to him while I'm working out. And he's a therapist, and he's written a couple books. And in the books, he has you journal, which is super helpful. But he teaches you how to heal the inner child and get past all of the trauma that has created who you are today and the fears, the triggers, things like that. So I highly suggest therapy and go get his book. So again, people pleasing, so gross. I'm sure the people around you like it, but it's not okay. You have ongoing fear, guilt, or anxiety. Those are so common. A lot of people suffer from anxiety because they're so afraid of rocking the boat. And fear and guilt, there are numerous reasons why we can have guilt in life and also fear. But if you're finding that like you're always high anxiety and you're always fearful and you just don't dare speak up and you've got all this guilt surrounded by, but I upset them, I rocked the boat, if you will, I did this A, B, C, and D to this person, you probably lack healthy boundaries and you probably need to reevaluate that. Are you the victim in most situations, or you feel like the victim? That is another. If you feel like you were wronged a lot, why were you wronged? Did you put up with it? Did you stay too long? Did you accept poor behavior? Did you not set healthy boundaries or make someone respect those boundaries? Those can all lead to actually being the victim or a victim mentality and mindset, because you feel like, whoa, they hurt me. As I've discussed numerous times, I've been cheated on many times. Were there signs? Yeah, there were signs. Did I ignore them? Yeah. Why? Because I was terrified to rock the boat. I was terrified of confrontation. And what if I'm just making accusations? No, honey, if your gut is turning and your gut telling you something, you need to listen to that gut. So that's another sign. If you are slightly annoyed most of the time, if you're just on edge, this again could mean that someone's probably crossing a boundary that they have no idea that is there because you haven't expressed it and you don't even know. If it's something that upsets you, but yet you're always just full of anxiety and they just annoy the fuck out of you. Why are they annoying you? Probably because they're overstepping boundaries. You feel like a doormat. I just discussed this a couple times. If you feel like a doormat and you're always just letting people walk all over you, and it's okay, the yes girl, yeah, I like that too. I always do that voice. It annoys a lot of men. Is it because I sound like a mouse? I don't know. If you are often wondering, who am I? This goes back to, if you set healthy boundaries, you feel safe and secure within, and you gain more confidence within. If you are just like, I don't even know who I am or what I want, rewind, go back to step one. Do your work, honey. Write those affirmations on the mirror. Talk to yourself. I gave myself a lecture yesterday. I was like, listen, girlfriend, you are accepting poor behavior right now from someone in your life, and you need to stop accepting this poor behavior. And I will tell myself, I love you. You are beautiful and you have all of this going for you. So why are you accepting breadcrumbs when you can have the whole loaf? That's where you need to start. Go reevaluate how you feel about yourself. And again, if you have this overwhelming fear of being rejected and abandoned and the feeling of rejection or abandonment, then it's a good sign that you probably haven't set healthy boundaries with someone or anyone, or don't dare. I'm telling you, it isn't as scary as you think. People appreciate and respect you more if you stand your ground and you tell them, these are the things I will not accept, and I set a hard boundary there, non-negotiables. Here are some signs that your boundaries are being broken. Now, say you've set the clear boundaries. The person, the other party knows, whether it be children, parents, friends, lovers, whatever, coworkers, and they're not respecting you. You feel angry, resentful, and embarrassed toward the person or the situation. This is very common to resent someone who has overstepped boundaries. I have done this so many times, but I am so guilty of not setting those healthy boundaries with people. And so I resented them when they had no clue why, because I wasn't brave enough to tell them, I won't accept this behavior. You justify bad behavior. Hi, I'm so guilty of this. So guilty. Because I have such a soft heart and I'm so kind, when people treat me poorly, I will make up excuses. Oh, well, they just went through this. They're going through this in life and I feel bad for them. And this is another one that goes along with this. If you're accepting poor behavior, you're making up excuses, but you're also blaming yourself. Well, had I not brought that to their attention and upset them, then maybe they wouldn't be overstepping my boundaries and treating me this way. No. And again, yes, very guilty of that. If you feel ashamed, again, that goes with embarrassed, angry, if you feel ashamed. And it tends to cause this feeling of something is off. If you feel like, I don't know, just something doesn't feel right, they're probably not respecting your boundaries. And a lot of my boundaries are secrecy. And that goes back to the fact that I am a fearful avoidant attachment. I have gone every which way. I've been a roller coaster of emotion and attachment styles. Right now, I have learned that I do have a fearful avoidant attachment, and I'm working on that. But I tend to feel like something's off. You know, I'm very intuitive, so something's off, and I don't feel like they're respecting me, and I don't feel like they are telling me the truth. So the secrecy thing is huge for me. If I feel like someone's hiding something, maybe it's not even malicious, then that to me is triggering, and that's a boundary for me. Like, no secrets around here. I am very open, honest, loyal, open book. And so it's really hard for me to accept that other people aren't or may not be with me. And that is something that I need to work on and overcome, but I also need to put that expectation out there as well. And sorry, I'm losing my voice. Another one is your decisions are being disregarded. Someone puts decision-making in your hands and you make the decision and you're saying, okay, this is what's going to happen. This is what we're doing. And someone says, actually, no. I fucking hate this. I have dated many men who have complained that I won't make decisions. But when I do make the decisions finally, they say, oh no, I don't like that. I dated one that he did that all the time. It was from places to eat, to furniture we purchased, to decisions with the children, to decisions with a wedding. We were going to get married. It was a constant, I need you to decide. And then I would make the decision and it would be, oh, no. Actually, we're going to do this every time. So what I learned to do was say the opposite of what I really wanted. And then I knew he was going to go back to the situation scenario that I wanted. I learned to manipulate the situation because it was so tiring that he was constantly undermining me. Nope. And I'm like, then why in the hell are you asking for my opinion and asking me to decide, right? Because you're just going to make the decision anyway. And that's overstepping a boundary. And that's very disrespectful. As I discussed a couple episodes again, all of these, respecting boundaries is part of respect, period. If you are not respecting someone's boundaries, you don't have respect for them as a person at all. And you need to realize that if someone is overstepping your boundaries, they don't respect you or care for you on a deeper level enough to even pay attention to what's important and what isn't to you. So those are some of the signs that you lack boundaries and that someone is breaking those boundaries and overstepping your boundaries. Please don't put up with this. I feel like I'm one of those people that I will try. When I'm done, I'm done. When I feel just depleted, I am like, fine, I'm out. I'm out because I can't anymore. And I won't even say anything. The right thing to do would be to have a conversation. Okay, so I set this boundary with you and you overstepped my boundary. Can we work on this instead of just out? But at the same time, you can only give someone so many chances. And sometimes it's best to just walk away. And that is respecting yourself. And there is a huge amount of confidence and security and self-esteem that comes with respecting your boundaries and just learning to walk away. I know it sucks to lose people. I know it's hard to mourn those relationships. I have mourned the best friends. In the last year, I've lost three of the best friends that I had. And it is sad to me, but all three of those people overstepped boundaries, and they didn't just do it once. They did it a few times. And so it was up to me then to decide, okay, am I going to continue this now pattern of behavior where I'm feeling like shit over here because I feel like I'm respecting their boundaries and I'm being a kind friend, but yet they continue to show me they don't respect me and walk all over me? Am I going to continue that behavior just to keep a friendship, or am I going to set the boundary and just walk away? I ended up walking away from all three friendships. And while my life is pretty quiet, I've still got some great friends in my life. I feel very secure with myself. I feel very loved within by myself. And I feel very confident that the universe will give you better people that will respect you and that love you and care for you. And I've done this multiple times in relationships. I've had my heart broken so many times because I finally decided enough is enough and I walked away. For those of you that know me, I'm a serial monogamous because I love hard, and it's just I enjoy men. Men are my weakness. Y'all are my weakness. I love men. But at the same time, I have learned to walk away, and I have learned to set hard boundaries and make it very clear to my partners that this will not be tolerated. And they either respect it or they don't, and they're gone. And it's a wide range of boundaries that have been broken in my past. The last couple of years, I've learned to set those boundaries, and I have stayed a little bit longer with some of those people. They always come back, ladies, they always come back and say, wow, I'm seeing it now. Now that you're gone, I'm seeing where I should have been more respectful. Whether they mean it or not, I don't know. I know a couple really do mean it, and they've changed for their future partners. But guys, ladies, just respect your partner's boundaries. Like, can you imagine how much easier it would be in the dating world if everybody communicated and respected boundaries and just treated someone as they wanted to be treated? I mean, that's just a worldly thing, right? Just be a kind human. Unfortunately, we are not. And unfortunately, we were not created from the same mold. I know religion tries to tell us that, but we're not. And we're all different. And we've all had different childhoods and paths and child core wounds that we're trying to heal and navigate. So it is hard, and it's harder the older you get. I'm telling you, it's hard. I will probably never experience the fairy tale again that I'm seeking. But that's okay. That's my life. That's my path, and it's okay. I enjoy every moment of the journey. Most moments. I should correct myself, most moments. But a lot of what I really love about my life and having the opportunity to date different men throughout my life is the fact that I've learned a lot about myself, and it has created this opportunity for me to heal so much of my inner core childhood wounds. I said that wrong, but my core wounds from childhood, and helped me be more confident within self-reflective, self-aware, and just continue to improve myself. And I would encourage all of you to do the same. It's actually super exciting. You probably all are not into psychology like me. It's my jam. I love it. But just take a moment, look at yourself in the mirror, and ask yourself, where are some of the areas that I am accepting poor behavior and I'm not setting boundaries, or I'm not expecting others to respect my boundaries? Where can I set better boundaries, and where can I learn to respect others' boundaries that they have set with me? Challenging you to do that today. I, again, appreciate you all so very much for all of the likes, follows. Please go rate my show. I think it's only on Apple right now. You can rate my show. So far, I have all 5 stars. Find me on your favorite podcasting platforms. If you're watching me, please go subscribe to YouTube. I will be giving away 2 of my favorite books once I hit a certain amount of subscribers. You can find me on YouTube as Tan and Blonde. YouTube doesn't like the name The Shit Behind the Show. So Tan and Blonde, TikTok, Tan and Blonde, come and say hi to me. I go live a few times a week, and I love to meet new friends. There have been a few of you that have joined my lives and said that you love my show. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Go find me on Facebook, The Shit Behind the Show, Instagram, The Shit Behind the Show. And again, find me here tomorrow. Thank you again so much. Love you all. Until tomorrow. Bye.